pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9 ng umaga hanggang 7 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gap where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hi, good afternoon sa ating lahat. It's Tuesday.
Good afternoon, Tutor
Hi, Sir Jess.
Jen.
Yes, how are you, Sir Jess, for this
I'm
afternoon?
good. How about you, Tutor Zen?
I'm extremely good as well, Sir Jess. How about
Yay.
work done, Sir Jess? How is
Okay
it?
lang naman. It's gone, no? I challenge it. And it's
Mhm,
gone siya of the time because we're
mhm,
finishing with our checking of outputs, checking of answer
mhm.
sheets, so that we shall have the grades na because year end na, no? So,
Yes. Yes,
double
Sir
na natin yung
Jess.
time.
Yes, Sir Jess. Relate ako dyan sa'yo, Sir Jess. No, time now is very hectic because of the deadlines that we need to meet for the quarter one. And to our learners, by the way, it's Choose English Day. Since it's Tuesday, so good afternoon sa ating lahat. And also, good afternoon sa ating mga viewers. Hello, Rainsgiver Calyanta, watching from
Hi.
Node Integrated Secondary School, and also Enrico Dalupan from
Hi.
Virgin de las Flores High School. Hello, Enrico. And also to Darlene Shanala Darante Molina from Imelda Integrated Secondary School, as
So
well
much
as,
friends, no?
yes, Sir Renz.
Thank you so much, Duranta. Molina, hello.
And also from Edesa Maritiwanak. Hello, bye. Watching from Kanchasay Elementary School, Surigao City Division. All right, there you
So,
go. Good
malayo-malayo
afternoon
na
sa
rin
ating lahat.
tayo ngayon, no? because we're
Mhm.
now ending with the month of December, and we shall have another lessons for quarter two and so on, because we're still getting there for the second
Mhm.
semester.
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. No, and talking about December, Sir Jess, excited na tayong lahat, no, sa Christmas celebration.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, Sir Jess. Yes, so much for talking about the holiday celebration. So let's go now with our lesson, our
Go,
dear
go, go.
students. Yes, and hello, Edessa. Yes, you're really back, Teacher Edessa. And hello also to Ednel Joy Banog from Lungsod ng Lipa. Hello. Okay.
Go, tutor. So
Mm-hmm,
what's
very
our
good.
lesson for today?
Yes, Sir Jess. All right. So, okay.
All right. So while Tutor Zen is preparing
Mm-hmm.
the presentations, thank you so much now for watching, and to those who are viewing right now. So thank you so much, especially to our students and to our parents who are guiding
Mm-hmm.
their children. So thank you so much, no, because we're having kwan na, ilan na lang mga months, no, to end our
Mm-hmm.
semester. And we shall have the second semester, and you will be graduating soon, sooner or later, no? So, galingan lang natin sa pagsagot natin mga modules, and any mga outputs, no, require tayo o pinasubmit tayo ni teacher or requirements sa ating competency. So, thank you so much.
Yes, Sir Jess. And also, Sir Jess, I think there's some okay technical error for a while, Sir Jess.
Okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
share.
Okay. Yes, Sir
Hindi
Jess. All
makashare.
right. Yes.
Okay, sige. Let's try to
Sige, sige.
so while we are
Mm-hmm.
waiting for the presentations, so I would like to greet all of you, no, and to those mga directors and mga kasamahan natin sa ating itulay. Thank you so much po for having us tonight, today, no, and naman yung ating time. So, until gabi tayo because 5:20. So, ako
Yes.
na lang mag-present or ikaw, Tutor Zan?
Sir Jess, can I request you to do the
Try ko
presentation?
ha.
Is okay?
Okay.
Okay, yes, Sir Jess. Kasi there's some technical error in my part.
Technical errors. Right.
Mm,
Sige. So, okay. Got
yes.
it.
Uh-huh.
So, can you see it now? My
Mm-hmm.
presentation? I'm now
Wait.
preparing. Is it presenting
Okay.
right now?
Yes, Sir Jess. I think I can see it now.
Okay, sige. Thank you so much, no, Zen. So it's another day of learning for our reading and writing skills.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ETUlay time for online tutorial. Thank you so much to Ken, no, at Sir Ken for having us our director. So
Yes,
we
Sir.
are, no, your tutors, Tutor
Mm-hmm.
Jess from Tagum City Division. Together with me is Tutor.
Tutorzan from STO Agusan del Sur. Hello
Thank
mga
you so much.
taga-Agusan. Yes.
Hello, Tagakusan. So, okay, but before that one, may we have the presentation of our topics. Zen, last meeting we discussed about formulating evaluative statements. And today we will be discussing Zen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for this afternoon, we will be discussing about determining textual evidences. Yes, and
So,
that's
umpisa natin no, sa ating board, no? Makaunti na
mm-hmm.
lang topics tayo, Zen.
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. And we are already in our week four for reading and
Yeah.
writing skills. Yes,
Sige.
Sir
So aside
Jess.
from that, we are using our modules for reading and writing skills, Zen. This is
Yes.
ADM from the National.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Sir Jess, and we're using the module from Region 4A, Calabarzon. Again and again, thank you for those individuals who contributed to the crafting of the module. Thank you so much.
Ayan. So last time, no, we reveal and Renz gave her Calianta from Mel Integrated Secondary School was our
Mm-mm.
winner or our star for all season, star ng ating last meeting, right?
Yes, that's
Mm.
right, Sir Jess. So, based on the results of the activities that we conducted last session, Giver Kalyanta got the highest score for the
Right.
activities for that. Yes,
Very
and
good.
with that,
Ah,
Renz is declared as the most participative student for the RWS Session 3.
thank you so
Yes, Sir
much,
Jess.
Ren. So, continue lang and
Mm-hmm.
you will get there, no, ng ating
Yes,
successful or ano ito, marami pang mararating, no, ang
yes,
iyong pagiging participative or being participative student in a reading and
yes.
writing skills session 3.
Keep up the good work,
Thank
friends.
you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Next is we have now our objectives for our presentations. So, Chiruzen, take it away now, our objectives.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Sir Jess. For the first objective, our goal for this session, first, let's gather textual evidences in support to an assertion about a text. That's our first objective, especially for our students. The second one, Sir Jess.
Make inferences using the given details.
The third one, use textual evidence to formulate claims and counterclaims.
And the last one is formulate claims and counterclaims. So these are the objectives for today.
Yes, precisely, Sir Jess.
Go,
And
Chiruzen!
yes, and hello, by the way, Marcelin Lungan Pascua of grade 12 Sapphire, Alibadabad National High School teacher, Miss Kat Gabihan. All right, there you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And also, Sir Jess, in our previous week, we have posed this challenge for the reading and writing skills subject, and this is formulating evaluative statement. Now,
Yes.
as what we can see in the table, we have in here the situation two in which the students are going to respond or express their evaluation or judgment about the given scenario or situation. Now, let's
Okay.
try on the next slide, Sir Jess. Yes, let's try to see their reactions, the evaluation proposed by our challengers for the week. All right.
Go.
Mm-hmm. And what's the
So we
first one, Sir
selected,
Jess?
the
Yes.
first one, we selected Cheryl S. Burdaje from she's in grade 12, Sicilian National High School. All right. So as we give you know the activity, we have this the table presented text situation, evaluative statement, and classification if it is negative or positive. So for the text or situation, teenagers' happiness nowadays just depends on the likes and reactions they get in social media. Now, what is the
Ayan.
evaluative statement?
Mm-hmm.
According to
Yes.
her,
Mm-hmm.
hmm, according
Yes,
to
Sir Jess.
her, I firmly agree. Yes, nowadays teenagers' happiness is very dependent on social media. Okay, mostly what we see and post do not really happen in real life. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
social media can connect us to the world, but it disconnects us in reality. Sakto talaga.
Mm-hmm.
Sakto
Yes,
talaga.
Sir Jess. Yes, and the
And of course,
classification,
its classification is negative. So
negative.
according to
Yes.
her, it would be negative. Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much, Cheryl Isbordaje. So that's great idea. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What about the second one, Juruzen?
Yes, Sir Jess. For the second one, we have in here our student. Okay, what's her name, Sir Jess? I cannot really see it in my
Kevin
screen at this
Lunzaga.
moment.
He is
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Lunzaga,
Yes, Sir Jess.
grade 12 Cecilia National High School.
Uh-huh. And what was his evaluative statement, Sir Jess?
Okay, it's evaluative statement. The statement is saying truth and states its observation towards the actions among youths today, especially in social media. But
Mm-hmm.
not all youth rely their happiness on it because some of them can really feel that happiness in their peers as well as their families. Ayan.
Ayan. What an
So,
excellent idea, Sir Jess. And what I
yes,
really
according to
appreciate, yes, Sir Jess.
classification naman, it's
It's
negative, Juruzen.
negative. And what I really appreciate from these students' searches, particularly their responses, is that they did not just include their evaluation about the text, like the what the text implies, but it also or they also included their claim about the text, which is a good
Tama.
one.
Yes,
Yes.
a good point. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Next to it is Christine Y. Hermino. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
same pa rin, Cecilia National High School. And her evaluative statement goes like this. The statement generalizes teenagers, but it depends on how teens deal with their emotions when they
Mm-hmm.
receive likes and reactions. But for her now, happiness in
Mm.
getting likes and reactions in social media is only momentarily. Yeah,
Ayan,
momentarily.
pansamantala lang. Yes, and I totally agree with her, Sir
Negative
Jess.
din.
Mm-hmm.
Negative din para sa kanya.
Yes,
No,
that's right, Sir Jess.
very
Okay.
good point
And
for
also, I'd like to acknowledge their teacher, subject teacher for these students. It's Sir Jude Casamayor from Sicilian National High
wow.
School.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes,
So he's teaching no reading and writing skills. I think so. No.
yes. That's right, Sir
Perfect.
Jess. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Children, this would be the recap of our no lesson last time, and we discussed and gave them this parts,
Mm-hmm.
no, Children.
Yes,
So
Sir
we have
Jess,
the
and
evaluative statement.
mhm.
Go, Children.
Yes, Sir Jess. And last time we talked about evaluative statement, and we defined the term in which evaluative statement refers to a statement that reflects your judgment about the text that you have read. Like, ano yung nakita mo or ano yung masasabi mo dun sa text na nabasa mo. And that is being encapsulated in the evaluative statement. Now, there are two ways to formulate an evaluative statement, and it's in the form of assertion and tsaka counterclaims. Dalawa siya. Pag sinabi nating assertion or pag ginamit ng student yung assertion, it means the student is stating or giving a statement that is factual or parang ano niya parang pinupush niya na that statement or this idea is what is the truth. And for the counterclaims, it is the statement that somehow contradicts or opposes the idea of the writer. And we also have this, yes, three types of assertion: the basic, emphatic, and language assertion. Now, if we
Yes.
talk about basic, it's more on facts and conventions, like the ones that we can see in research paper and dissertation or thesis. That's a form of basic assertion. And for the emphatic, it's more likely applicable to texts that are literary based. And for the language, this is more opinionated and expresses the preference of the writer. And usually it uses the I pronoun. So, yun yung
Okay.
kaibahan ng tatlo. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That would be our recap. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this time, Children.
Yes, to our dear students, let's have this first activity. Prepare your comment sections as you answer the statements or the questions that we will be giving in the succeeding activities. And this activity is called vocab enrichment or vocabulary enrichment. And these are the directions. Students, you identify the word or words that best describe the following statements and you choose your answer from the word pool. Again, yung isasagot nyo, dun yung makikita sa word pool na makikita later on. Get ready, our dear students. Let's go, Sir Jess.
Okay, this is now the vocab enrichment. Then we have this in our box. We have this ano ito, words, no? The word pool, explicit, implicit, textual evidence, inference, and argument. So out from that words, you select one that best fits the statement below. All right,
Mhm.
so shall we know?
Shall we?
Okay,
Number
and
one.
okay, number one, it is statement clearly and in detail, leaving no room for confusion or doubt. So walang
Ayan.
confusion at saka walang doubt. So
Mm,
pwede na naman nilang ano, lagyan ng number, tsaka tingnan natin kung tama ba sila. Okay, that
mm-mm.
is for number one.
Yes,
So
Sir
what about
Jess.
number two? Okay, while waiting no to their answers, you can screenshots or you can
Mhm.
have the ano ito picture ninyo and then let's have the answer later, no? That would be for number one. Then you select no out of the words in the box.
Sir
Okay, for
Jess.
number two,
Makikita
ito
nila
pala.
yung answer. Yes, Sir
Yung
Jess.
answer natin dito for this is
Explicit.
Okay, may
Yes.
nakakuha ba, Tudor
Yes,
Zen?
Sir Jess. Meron. It's Teacher Edessa. And she got the correct answer. It's explicit.
Yes.
Yeah. Meron tayong mga
Ayan
clue words
pala.
kasi doon sa statement, sir, no? Like, stated clearly and in detail. Meaning, wala siyang ano, walang, ano talaga siya, direct.
Yes,
And
direct. I
yes.
mean to say, oh yes, hindi na
Mm,
paligoy-ligoy, direct na talaga. So magkita
direct
ta og
na.
game
Yes,
observe
Sir
talaga.
Jess. And that's for
Okay,
number
number
one.
two, it
One
means
point for
implied or
Edessa.
indirect. Oh, from the word it's implied or indirect.
Ayan. So, ano kaya ang
Again,
sagot for number two? Okay, is it explicit? Is
siguro,
it implicit?
meron pa siya nakatagong meaning out of that, no?
Mhm.
Pwede
Yes.
mo siya
And
ano,
also, yes, Sir Jess, and
sige.
also Enrico Dalupan got the correct answer for number one. Congratulations, Enrico. How about,
Congratulations!
yes. How about for number two?
Sige na,
Mhm.
tutors then. Sino kayo
Mhm.
sumasagot dyan ngayon sa ating comment box? Alright,
Yes.
comment na po kayo para sa ating number two.
Aha. May clue word na
Okay.
tayo dyan, Sir Jess, no? Like
Oh,
the word
yes. I
implied.
am.
Mhm. Anong word kaya dyan from the word pool that starts with I am?
So it is. Okay, tutors then. Go.
It's implicit. And congratulations, you got it correctly, Idessa. And hello,
Okay.
Jersey, Genesis
Hi,
Fernandez Handing.
Jersey.
Hello,
So this
baby.
is implicit is opposite to explicit, right?
Yes, Sir Jess. Indirect
Okay,
siya.
let's
Yung
proceed
kanina
now.
direct.
Yes. This
Yes.
is for number three. It means
Mm-hmm.
drawing a conclusion on the basis of circumstantial evidence. Ano kaya
Mm-hmm.
ito, Tutor
Ano
Zen?
kaya ito? Nagko-conclude tayo, ha?
Conclusion.
Yes,
Okay.
based sa ano,
Drawing
mga
conclusion.
ebidensyang
Ah,
yes, certain
yes.
hindi pa
May
naman
mga
siya
ebidensya
final na
tayo,
evidences,
tutor.
yes. Yes, but
Diba?
we can use them. Yes, Sir Jess. But
Okay, sino kayo sumasagot? Kukunin na natin na explicit tsaka implicit. Ang natitira na lang
uh,
dito ay textual
textual
evidence,
evidence.
inference, tsaka argument. Oh, yan ang
That's right, Sir Jess.
pipipilian. Charot.
Uh-uh.
Oo. Meron na lang kayong tig 33%. Point something, no? Nakukuha
Yes.
nyo ang tamang sagot natin dyan.
Mhm. And also,
Okay,
Sir
this
Jess,
textual
earlier,
evidence.
Enrico Dalupan got also the correct answer for number two,
Thank you.
implicit. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations!
Uh-huh.
Sige, meron na bang sumasagot dyan ngayon, cheers dyan
Mm-hmm.
for
I
number
can see
three?
in here answers from Edessa and Jawara, and they're
Ah,
saying that it's textual evidence.
textual evidence, alright.
Wala.
Sige, meron pa bang hamahabol?
May humahabol pa ba?
Okay.
Sure na. That's right.
Oh, Jerzen. It's not
Mhm.
textual evidence, it's inference. Ah,
Yes,
sabi
Sir
natin
Jess.
Jerzen, 'di ba? Conclusion, yun ang ating
Conclusion.
ang ating point target natin
Mm,
diyan sa ating context
mm,
clue na
mm,
yan diyan.
Drawing a
Inference.
conclusion, that's
Hmm.
inference. Yes.
Kasi
And
kuha natin diyan kung ano itong textual evidence. Makakarating
mm,
din tayo diyan.
yes. And actually, sir, just for number three, Enrico got the correct answer.
Wow, very
Inference.
good.
Very good, Enrico. You got 3 points there.
As for number four, we
Four.
only
Let's
have
go.
two left words in a pool. It is defined as the details given by the author in order to support his or her claim. O, ito na. It
Mm-hmm.
is defined as the details given by the
Yes.
author in order to support his or her claim.
Yung
Ayan. Di ba,
clue word
Cherusen?
natin dyan, yes, sir,
Ah,
just details. Ayan.
ah,
To support.
details.
Mm-hmm. Ano
Parang
kaya? Mm-mm.
bago nyo lang sinagot.
Dalawa lang yung word, sir, no,
Hmm.
na ano dito.
Yes, natitira.
Yes,
Textual evidence
natitira.
or argument.
Argument. So, nasa dalawa yung
Klarong-klaro na,
sagot.
tutor Zen. Hindi na
Yes.
mahirapan, 50%. Okay,
And
meron na
what
bang
could it
sumasagot,
be?
tutor Zen?
Not yet, Sir Jess, but Joara
Not
Cordoa, yes,
yet.
it's a nice try.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, correct answer is
Text
textual evidence.
evidence. And Joara
Baka
and
meron pa
Edessa
nakahabol ha?
got the correct answers. Yes, Sir
Very
Jess. Very
good. And
good.
the last one, wala nang ibang sagot. This statement or series of statements of the or against something. From the word
Mm.
against something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
meaning you are
May
you
contradiction dito. Parang may
contradiction.
ano.
So if there is a
Yes.
contradiction,
What could it
there's
be?
a conflict. There is a
Uh-huh.
conflict, though. Therefore, there is an argument.
Argument. That's
Yes.
right.
Very good, Susan.
Mhm.
Galing-galing ng ating mga viewers ngayon, di
Yes,
ba?
very good, our dear students. For yes, for the activity one, they did a great job for this. All right.
Then what is
So,
this activity two?
and just remember, our dear participants, the correct answers for each question, since you can use that one for your reference in your next activities or whatsoever. You can use that one, those learnings, those words. And we have Jennifer Jimenez Inocencio, Sir Jess Mahabol, and Idesa Maritiwana for number 5. Yes, the answer is argument. There you go. Ayan.
Then, activity two. Ano itong two natin?
Ayan. So, we are now on the second activity and it's called Trabahula. Ayan. So, yung activities natin kasi, Sir Jess, it's related to how we can determine evidences dun sa binabasa nating mga text. Now, in the
Trabaho,
Trabahula,
hula-hulaan.
yes, hulaan nila. We will be giving them statements or descriptions of profession, and then our dear learners will have to identify what profession is being referred to. Ayan. Walang ano
Dali
ha.
lang siguro nito, Susan.
Sige, Sir
Excited na
Jess.
ako, ha?
Excited rin ako,
Okay.
Sir Jess.
Sige.
Mhm.
Ayan. For
Hum-
number one, Susan, go.
Okay, number one, people come to me and ask for my prescription. I use a stethoscope to hear heartbeats and other sounds inside the body. Yan, yung
Oh,
mga clue words natin is stethoscopes,
yes.
prescription,
Prescription.
heartbeat.
Sige,
So,
what
anong
answering no for
profession
number
kaya to?
one? Sige, pwede
Mhm.
nilang answeran yung number two tsaka number three. For number two, people call me whenever their tires are flat. I check
Mhm.
their vehicle's radiator and engine so they can travel safely. What about number three, Tudor Zen?
Yes, for number three, this is description. I use a harrow and a tiller to cultivate soil. Many depend on my harvest for food to eat and to live a healthy life. Ano naman kayang
Okay.
profession to?
Ano kayang profession? May answer na ba
I'm
dyan?
excited.
So, anong tawag sa mga profession na nandiyan sa number one,
Number one,
number two, di ba?
two, and
Then,
number three.
as you mentioned, okay, we have this clues. We have prescription, we have stethoscope.
Mm,
And for number two, we have these tires.
tires.
We have this
Yes,
vehicles
vehicles,
radiator.
radiator, and engine.
And for number three,
Ayan.
we have harrow and a tiller to cultivate soil, di
Soil. Ayan.
ba?
So, may
Yan. So,
nakikita na akong
dapat
sagot dito, Sir
hindi na sila
Jess.
mahihirapan dyan kasi meron na
Mm.
tayong clues.
Yes,
Ayan,
Sir Jess.
sige daw.
And yes, by the way, Sir Jess, hello dyan mga dawanag from Ichagi West District, Doña Magdalena H. Gafford High School, Janelle Faith P. Dawag, grade 9 Scorpio. Hello, Janelle. Okay, so we have answers in here from Teacher
Sige.
Edessa. And for number one, according to her, it's doctor. Number two, car mechanic. And number three, farmer. And we have from Enrico, number one, doctor. Number two, engineer. For Johara Cordoa, number two is reporter. Ayan. Yan. So, try nating i-check, Sir Jess.
Alright. Physician for number one or doctor. Tama ba, Chunwisen?
Yes, physician or doctor. Very good. So, okay. Number
Ayan,
two.
di ba? Nag-check. I think kay Chunwisen. And
Mhm.
also for number two, sino siya?
Okay, yes, marami sila, Sir Jess, no, nakakuha ng correct
Mechanic.
Edessa. Yes,
Yeah.
mechanic for number two. Ayan,
Mekaniko,
or car
di
mechanic.
ba?
Yan,
Yan, mga ano natin
congratulations.
yan sila, no? Mga
Mhm.
professions or mga skills yan. Next is, tantaranan, sino siya?
Ayan.
That is, farmer.
Farmer. Wow.
Correct.
Yeah, ang
Diba,
daming nakakuha ng
Zen?
correct answer, Sir Jess.
Wala
Ayan
sila,
na.
wala itong farmer, wala itong mechanic, wala itong physician. So,
Mhm.
walang gumagawa sa specific na
Mhm.
mga bagay-bagay na dapat
Yes.
no, magawin sa profession.
Mhm.
Salamat po sa inyo, no?
Yes.
Sa
And my
ating
other
mga
set, Sir Jess. Yes, and my other set of professions. Let's try to do the other sets.
hmm,
Mm-hmm.
4 and 5 now. I love to read books and play with children. I teach
Uh-huh.
them how to read and write inside the school. Number
And
five,
number
children.
five. Yes, Sir Jess. I make houses, buildings, and bridges. I use different protractor and compass set and I calculate things accurately. Ayan. So may sumagot ng ano kanina. Enrico, you can use your answer earlier for
So
for
for
number
number
5 as
four,
a clue.
tutor, for number
Mm-hmm.
four, teach to read and write. No, the
Yes, yun yung mga
children.
clue words.
I believe the children are our future. The number five is we have buildings. Sino ba gumagawa ng
Oh, sino
buildings?
bang
Sino ba
gumagawa ng
gumagawa ng mga
buildings?
bridges? Sino ba
Gumagamit ng
gumagamit
protractor.
yan,
Mhm.
di ba?
Yes.
Kina-calculate. Sige,
And
anong
we
mga
have
sagot dyan,
answers.
sir?
Yes, sir, Jess, from Johara Cordoa and teacher Edessa. That's number 4, teacher. Wow.
Hmm.
And
What
what
about number
about the
five?
others? And about, yes, number 5. What about number 5?
Number five, go! Trabahula.
Mm-hmm.
Sige. Tingnan na natin.
Mm-hmm.
While we are answering now, we'll reveal the number four. That is very good. Teacher. Teacher
Teacher.
nga. Tama,
Ayan.
tama. Tutor.
Mm-hmm.
Tutor. Ibang tawag din ng mga tutors, ano, tutor or ito, gaya natin, mga tutors or
Yes, that's
mentors
right.
or
Yes.
itong mga educators, di ba? Dami na katanungan
Mm.
mga teacher. Ma'am and sir, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for number five, tutor. Baka meron ng sagot dyan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tingnan natin.
Yes.
Wala pa. Okay, the correct
Okay,
answer
we have,
is anong
yes.
answer, tutor?
Okay, the answer
Go.
is engineer. Or may sumagot din dito, Sir Jess, na
Oh,
carpenter or construction
carpenter.
worker. Mm, pwede rin
Okay.
naman,
So,
Sir Jess, no?
pwede din
Mm-mm.
yan. Kahit ano
Yes.
naman maganda yung mga kung ano, mga trabahong yan. Okay,
Yes,
thank you so
skilled work.
much.
Yes.
Carpenter, engineer,
And
yan.
Enrico Idesa, yes, you also got the correct answer. So at sa ating mga participants, you try now to add your scores ha from activity 1 and activity 2 at saka i-comment niya sa ating comment section. Ayan. Job well done for
Okay.
the trabahula.
Okay. Thank you so much, Trabahula. Now, this time, tutor.
Yes, Sir Jess. And we have in here in our screen the task of the week for our dear learners. Now, as what you can see in here, we have the 4 quadrants. At the same time, there's a circle in the middle. Now, what you're going to do for this task is you're going to formulate your claim or counterclaim at saka naa-apply na din dito sa activity na 'to yung learnings natin from determining textual evidences at the same time yung formulating evaluative statements. Now, yung topic natin is my question na na-raise dito, like, are we ready for the new normal? Ito yung topic na we need to prove in our task. Ready na ba talaga tayo for this new normal? So as what you can see, dear learners, in the quadrant 1, we have the restatement of the question. Sa task na ito, the first thing that you're going to do is to state again, no? That's restate. Restate the question given in here. Like, ano yung binigay na topic or ano yung binigay na question? You can apply your uh, ways on how to restate the question na medyo appealing or interesting din siya dun sa readers. And on the second quadrant, makikita natin dito yung response mo or opinion to the question. Like, ano ba yung masasabi mo dun sa question or ano yung masasagot mo sa question na are we ready for the new normal? Like, you can say, yes, we are ready. No, we are not ready. Ayan. So, dalawa lang for the quadrant 2. And for the third quadrant, we have in here the evidences of your opinion. Like in this part, our dear students, maghahanap na kayo ng mga sources of information that can support dun sa opinion na binigay nyo earlier. Like pag sinabi nyo, yes, we are ready for the new normal, then you cite sources na susuporta sa statement mo na ready na talaga tayo for this situation or for this setup. And for the last quadrant, we have our own words and thoughts to explain what the evidence mean. In this part na, ito na yung enrichment ng ating mga ideas, delving deeper on the facts or on the evidences you provided in the text. Ayan siya, no? So, um, um, Some parts in here will be discussed later on para naman maka-formulate din kayo ng inyong own ideas pertaining to the topic. And yung iba naman, yung quadrants natin dito, like for example, the response or opinion of the question or about the question that was discussed, kung how we can evaluate, no, the statement of the writer. Yun yung topic na yun na applicable dito sa part na ito, the second quadrant.
Yes.
Ayan. So for
Same.
further clarifications, yes, you can try to comment down earlier para mabasa natin before the session ends. Ayan, Sir Jess. That's the
Same.
task
Yeah.
of the week.
Thank
Ayan.
you.
Mhm.
Go! So, andito tayo sa, ano ito, parang, kanito eh. Is it a poem?
Yes, Sir Jess. And yes, this is a poem by Langston Hughes. Actually, may video sana to, Sir Jess, eh, but nag-ano tong ano ko, laptop.
Sige, okay
So,
lang.
ito, ganito na lang.
Sige.
So, yeah. So,
I will be reading this one.
yes, Sir Jazz. And we will be reading this one and then we will try to determine na yung textual evidences, which is our main goal for today's session from the poem that we are reading. Sir Jess, can you do the
Okay.
honor to read the
Yeah.
first part of the poem?
Yes. Harlem by Langston Hughes. What
Okay.
happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a risen in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run?
Mm-hmm.
Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sucks like a heavy load. Or does it explode?
Ayan, Sir
Okay.
Jess. Okay.
Source,
Yun
so ito yung source niya.
Ito yung okay. Yes, I really like the poem, Sir Jess, no, na this one, since it tries to raise a question of on what will happen kapag nadidelay yung dreams natin. That's the meaning of the word defer, delay.
The word,
So, in
yes.
this poem, yes, yung poet na provide siya ng objects or anything that we can observe in our surroundings na pwedeng ikumpara sa kung ano mang mangyari sa dreams natin kapag dinelay natin yun, yung mga
Yeah.
pangarap natin. Ayan. I really like the poem, Sir Chess, because of that meaning. Aha. And yes, for that one, for instance, no, si Enrico, nagsusulat siya ng kanyang claim or counterclaim for that poem. So, ganito yung magiging output niya. For example, ha, Harlem by Langston Hughes gives me the feeling or mood of anger and depression. It feels like the idea of deferring dreams is hurtful and maybe even causes one to become resentful before eventually being overcome by anger. I know this because the poem uses the words fester like a sore, which gives me a feeling of pain. Further, describing the fur dreams as if they stink like a rotten meat is an unpleasant image, giving me the feeling of resentment. Finally, when the poem ends with, or does it explode, makes me think of a person who boils over in anger. Ayan. So, as what we can observe in here, Sir Jess, no, the student uses evidences dun sa poem. For example, these words, the fester like a sore, stink like rotten meat, na makikita naman talaga natin or nabasa natin sa poem earlier. So, using those words, yung student, nag-express na siya nung ano niya, yung stand niya or yung idea niya about the poem. Ayan, so according to him, based doon sa mga evidences, parang pagdidelay ng dreams natin is something like a painful experience. Ganon yung dating. So, ganito din, yes. Using this, textual evidences, sir, just ganito yung mangyayari dun sa claim na i-formulate natin. Ayan.
Okay. Thank
Mhm.
you. So
Mhm.
now let's go with the meaning. So what does it mean?
Oh,
When we
ayan.
say textual evidence, Tutor Zen,
Yes, Sir Jazz. Yes, earlier we've mentioned about textual evidences. So, ano nga bang meaning nito? So, textual evidences is defined as the details given by the author in order to support his or her claims. Ayan. So, ito yung mga detalye na pwede natin gamitin para sumuporta sa ating mga ideas or mga statements about the text. It reveals the position of the writer. Ano yung stand mo doon sa nabasa mo and makes the reading more interesting. Kasi pag you know how to determine textual evidences, it will be likely that you will also understand more the text and eventually you will have interest of the text as well. Ayan. So, evidences are details that strengthen, add variety or weight to any argument. Nakakadagdag siya ng bigat, lalong-lalo na sa claim mo because as what we can see in that, pwede natin siyang gamitin as anchor or support for our
Yes,
ideas.
tama.
Mhm.
Okay, so ways to present textual evidences. So we have paraphrasing, di ba? So
Mhm.
nakuha natin ito, no? Pabalik-balik
Yes,
itong
Sir Jess.
paraphrasing, summarizing.
Mhm. Yes, and we
Okay.
can use those para those strategies no para ma-present natin yung textual evidences natin. So paraphrasing, you just use similar words or phrases for an idea. Ayan. For summarizing, you just try to
Right.
sum up. Mhm.
Yes. So
Mhm.
make it shortened than the lengthy one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. So just
Next is
and
referencing and quoting, di ba?
ayan. Mm. For
Reference.
referencing, yes, sir, Jess. Okay.
So so referencing, okay, meaning to say there would be a reference or a source that which in which a text no you gather from. Okay, so example, this equality education and safety of the learners in the opening of the classes. So this is based on the stated of DepEd Order number 7,
Oh.
2020, diba? And so on and so forth. Diba? Yan yung ating
Pagsa-cite
reference.
ng
On the word
source.
referencing or citing.
Hmm,
Quoting
mhm.
naman, tutors then, we
Ye
get no the
exact
overall the
words.
exact words with the quotation marks no from a
Hmm,
person who said that one or its statement from anybody else no na
or from
kinuha
the
natin na o wala
yes.
tayong dinagdag, wala tayong kinuha, wala tayong sinummarize, wala tayong
Binago.
ginawa o binago.
Yes, sir,
Original
Jess.
talaga.
Original na ginamit din natin sa ating text. Ayan. So, that's quoting.
Referencing and quoting. Meron
Hmm.
tayong paraphrasing, summarizing,
Summarizing,
referencing, quoting.
quoting. Yes. So, dear learners, remember those four.
Okay. We're
Yes.
now in our assessment to Roseanne.
Yes, our dear learners, ayan, assessment na naman tayo. How far did you learn from the discussion we had in this session?
So this
Now,
is now our directions. You analyze the paragraph and answer the following questions.
mhm. So ito yung
Teacher Roseanne?
situation, yes, sir. Okay, ito yung situation. I'll be reading this one. After work, Doming takes off his muddy boots at the doorstep. Ditas would check if the boots were placed on its rack. He then places his soiled clothes in the laundry basket and places his toolbox in the cabinet. She tells him to freshen up before eating dinner. Then, Doming goes straight to the shower. Dita set the table while waiting for him and dines with him afterwards. Ayan, no? Imagine niyo yung situation.
Imagine the situation.
Mm,
Sige, question number one. Nakiting anda na sila. No? Number one, what type of work does doming do?
ah,
So,
ba
kanina no, meron tayong mga boots, meron tayong ano pa dyan, mga
ah,
clues natin, Chudorzen.
we
Meron
have
pa
soiled
tayo.
clothes. No,
Yes,
luka-luka.
ayan. Ano pa ba? Meron
Yes.
ba siyang
Mm.
dinadala?
Toolbox.
Yes.
Ayan.
A lawyer. B, a doctor. C, a garbage collector. D, a construction worker.
Ayan. So,
Tingnan
ang galing ng
natin.
mga participants natin, Sir Jess, ha? I've seen answers in here from Teacher Edessa, Joara, and Darlene, and they have all answered D. Ayan.
Okay,
Hmm?
construction worker.
Check
Tingnan na natin. Okay, letter D. Very good.
Wow! Very good.
Good.
That's for number one. Yes, good job.
What about
Number
number two,
two.
tutors? And go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sir Jess. For number two, this is the question. Based on the text, how do you know Paul works in construction? paano mo nalaman? A, he has tools. B, he wears a hat. C, he goes to shower upon coming home. And D, his
Mhm.
boots are muddy and his clothes are soiled. Oh,
Ah,
ayan.
very simple, no? Very simple,
Oo.
Children. Nandiyan na sa ating
Mm.
situation kanina. Ano ang
Again,
tamang
textual
sagot?
evidences and yung ginamit
Go,
para
Children!
malaman. Yes, and our dear participants answered. Wow. D from
Okay.
Teacher Edessa. Okay. And I think, yes, Tutor Nova Delor. Hello, ma'am. Hello, Ma'am Nova.
Sige.
And D for Tutor
Teacher.
Nova.
The answer is letter.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Letter A.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Letter
Okay.
A. But you know what, Sir Jess, for this one, we can also have letter D as answer, right?
It could
Kasi
be.
ano,
It could also. Hmm.
kasi may
It could
mud din
also.
tayo. Mm-mm. Good afternoon to
Okay.
Tutor Nova.
Okay.
Yeah, so those who answered A or D, you got the correct answers. Ayan.
Okay. What type of person is Ditas? A. Carefree and calm. B. Sad and angry. C. Messy and sloppy. D. Meticulous and organized. Ano kaya?
Yan. Oo. Si Ditas. Ano kayang klaseng
Ano
ano
kaya?
siya as a
Number
person?
3.
Oo.
Go to
Carefree and calm
Rosen.
daw?
Ano ang mga sagot dyan?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so we have in here from our participants letter D. Okay, letter C. The others.
Hmm.
Let's try to check Sir Jess.
Letter D. Meticulous and organized.
Ayan. Medyo
Kung
meticulous si
makikita
ano,
natin,
'no?
no, ginakuan dyan, gina-check niya, Chirozen.
Yes, chine-check na talaga yung gamit ni ano,
Saan
ni
ba
Paul,
ginagala
ni Domeng.
ginalagay.
Hmm.
Nilalagay yung mga agap.
Yes, and
Sige.
Odessa, Darlene also got the correct answer.
Number 4, what
Ednel.
type of relationship do Doming and Ditas have? A, they are colleagues. B, they
Hmm.
are neighbors. C, they are brother and sister. D, they are husband and wife. Walang
Ayan.
ibang sagot.
Yes.
Go,
Ni
Chirozen.
yes, nice try earlier, Ednel Joy. The answer is D. Okay, so for this one, we have in here, letter D. Okay.
Husband and wife.
Wife. Ayan, Ednel, you got it correctly. It's letter D.
Very
Ayan,
good.
Teacher Edessa, letter D also. Ayan. And we also
Okay,
have,
so
okay, Sir Jess.
it should be
Mhm.
assessment 2, no, Chirozen?
Ayan. So for the assessment 2, you're just going to identify if the argument below or what claim supports the argument below.
Mhm.
Ayan. The first
Okay.
one is this we have our argument, school uniforms are very beneficial in schools today. Ayan, gamit daw yung mga school uniform natin, especially sa paaralan. Which would be a claim for this argument? Ayun yung claim na pwedeng gamitin natin or suit for this argument. Is it A, uniforms in schools increase student safety? B, uniforms do not allow students to express their individuality? Or letter C, bullying and attacks are not stopped just because of uniforms. Again, we're looking for a claim and not a counterclaim. What could be the answer for
Okay.
this one?
Sige, ready? Ano
Ready?
kayo mga sagot dyan,
Uh-huh.
Churor?
We have from
Chirozen.
Teacher Edesal, it's letter A.
So, tingnan
Ayan.
nga natin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tama, Chirozen.
Tama,
Since it's
that's
a
letter
claim.
A. And Ednel Joy also got the correct answer.
Okay.
Ayan.
Here, Chirozen,
Enrico,
go.
ano, okay, you got it. Kaya mo yan. Number
Okay.
2 or the second one, milk is very healthy for the human body, which could be a counterclaim for this argument. Ito na yung contradiction. A, milk helps to strengthen bones. B, drinking milk contributes to obesity. Or C, milk provides many healthy vitamins and minerals for the body.
Okay.
Ayan.
Counterclaims na, hindi claims.
Yes,
Counterclaim.
counterclaim yung hinahanap natin.
Sige. Tignan na natin. Anong tamang sagot nito?
Aha.
It's
We have
letter. Hmm. B.
Yes, it's letter B. Ayan.
Obesity.
And Johara and Edessa got the correct answers for
It's
this.
very
Mhm.
good.
Yes. Okay, Enrico and Darlene,
Next.
makakahabol pa. Go,
Mm.
Sir Jess.
There are several disadvantages to social media, which would be a counterclaim for this argument. A. Social media is not private or secure. B. Social media spreads false information. C. Social media allows news to be broadcasted quickly. Anong tamang
Mhm.
sagot nito?
Ayan. Oh,
Counterclaim ha,
counterclaim.
counterclaim.
Mhm. Kasi disadvantages yung present sa argument, meaning yung
Okay,
bad
it's
side.
letter Turzan.
It's letter C. Ayan. And Johara got the correct answer for this. Humabol din si Darlene earlier. No, Teacher Edessa, you also got the correct answer for this number. 3 argument.
Okay. So
Yes.
ito na yung task natin kanina, di ba?
Yes, Sir
Giniganito
Jess.
natin kanina.
And to our dear learners, no, do not forget to write down your scores, overall scores na sa ating activities, no? And we will be
Okay.
checking that one para maklaim natin yung most participative student of the week. Ayan. Hello also, Darlene, and yes, Enrico. Yes. Okay, you got it. All
What's
right.
your Zen for your end, ano to, statement? Go.
Yes, Sir Jess. Okay, and that's the end of our session now. With the time constraints, I hope that you've learned a lot from this session. Again, learners, do not forget to write down your scores. Just remember also, our dear learners, that we are just travelers in the lane of love and learning. Down the road, we will surely meet again. Magkikita at magkikita tayo at the end or eventually. What about you, Sir Jess?
Hello, thank you so much no for being with us here no sa oras na ito, and I do hope no you will learn many things out from our discussions no, and sooner or later no will gain much more of our success no in life. Then this is your no tutor just for the reading and writing skills with
Tutor Zen from Agusan del
yes.
Sur. Thank you sa lahat ng ating
Mabuhay
viewers.
po sa lahat.
Yes,
And
mabuhay natin lahat.
i-follow us no, in our Facebook account and our ano ito
Mm,
sa aming email address. Children, di
yes.
ba?
Pag may questions din kayo, you can reach out to us via messenger or via email. Ayan, congratulations
So
sa ating mga
much.
students.
Congrats. And thank you. Don't forget our next
Mm,
discussant or ang ating tutor DJ for
DJ
ano
for the
tutor.
speech class.
Alright, thank
Ayan.
you so much. So,
Thank you
mabuhay
so
tayong lahat and
much.
see you around, Children, and to
Yes,
all other our beloved learners,
yes.
teachers, and parents.
Thank you so much, Darlene,
Bye-bye.
Joara, Enrico.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang husay naman! Mahusay. Natapos mo ang iyong tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!